Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, this is the National Football League. We'll see Mason Rudolph and the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Alex Smith and the Washington football team.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Washington football team. Tees it up and boots it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they'll be led out by a man making a remarkable return to the football field. It is Alex Smith.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Thomas the intended target, but it's going to be second down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Smith. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a 3rd-round pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma State. It's Mason Rudolph.
And how about the incredible numbers he put up for Oklahoma State? Over 13,000 yards passing, actually approaching 14,000 yards, 92 touchdowns. And I know the spread offense can help balloon numbers, but Mason Rudolph delivered in a big way for OSU.
to the punt on that play. We've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Second and 11. Out of the gun, Rudolph. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Chase Young.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, here's Rudolph.
That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away.
Steven Sims set to return it for Washington.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Smith. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So that'll back him up 5. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, it's Rudolph. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Rudolph, and yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I don't care what sport you're playing, everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. From the 50, it's Rudolph.
Short little throw to Ebron.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, Run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Back to throw, Rudolph. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They run the counter. Gibson. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
So a tough road here on 2nd and very long. From the gun, here's Smith. To the right side and complete to Thomas. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Smith. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Alex Highsmith in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Rudolph. Ebron with it over the middle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. Strong coverage by Washington, and now fourth down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it with Connor, and he's got room. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
A good carry and a first down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018, he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Rudolph throwing quickly and completes it. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
On second and 12, Rudolph, and he's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. Comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The pass there over the middle to start things out. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2
as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Smith. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Washington on 3rd down.
0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Smith. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Mason Rudolph leading this offense out for their next possession. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Jimmy Moreland there on the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. Third down here.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Rudolph. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Connor. And a short gain down to about the 33. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rudolph, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 13-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Connor. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 5 now. Rudolph. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 8 yards out, and the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Now the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. On first down, it's Gibson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first and 10, Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long.
Operating from the gun, Smith. Over the middle, open is Thomas. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. From the gun, Smith. Inman able to bring it in. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43.
15 yards the pickup, first down Washington. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Smith firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Smith. He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And Washington has made this a one-score game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Mason Rudolph leading this offense out for their next possession. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. They start the drive with Connor. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool.
And that'll make it third down. From the gun, here's Rudolph. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is, for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Smith. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up.
Looking to throw again on second down. Smith. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down. To throw is Smith. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Smith. The throw taken in by Sims. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Smith on first down. Open man here, Sims complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Throwing again is Smith. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Alex Highsmith able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half for the third-year quarterback. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the 50, it's Rudolph. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, Rudolph. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Time to spotlight the quarterback, Alex Smith. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. On first down, it's Smith. Over the middle, complete. That's Sims. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll run it here on the jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. Buying time to his left. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try the air now with Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st down, Smith. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their 1st pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Smith. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Mason Rudolph leading this offense out for their next possession. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. On 1st and 10, Rudolph. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, You put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finds his running back, James Conner. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Operating from the gun, Smith to the right side and complete to Thomas. 7 yards, the pickup there. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll go again with McKissick. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. From the gun, Smith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They snap it to Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go draw play. This is Samuels. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Here's Samuels again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Now Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Here we go! Here we go!
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Rudolph looking to throw.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, it's Rudolph. To the right side to Eric Ebron. That catch good for only a couple.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the gun, here's Rudolph.
And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Smith. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun, Smith. And he finds McLaurin. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33.
15 yards the pickup, 1st down Washington.
And in a 2-score game, obviously every play, every 3rd down like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Smith. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Hopkins' kick is good.
And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off.
And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few 1st downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Rudolph. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Rudolph. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh.
On the return is Sims.
It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give him 5 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals are going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Smith. Open man here, Sims complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Smith looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Smith on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Smith throwing again. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, Smith. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's Tressway now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. The Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Here's Jordan Berry now, standing just outside his own goal line. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position.
The Washington offense set to take over.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 1st down, it's Smith. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive.
But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
We got him!
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Rudolph following the fumble recovery. Completion here to Claypool. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Here's Rudolph off play action. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. This is Connor, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Now Washington down on the scoreboard. 1:45 to play. Now the missed field goal gives them new life as they come up in a 1-score game on 1st and 10. Now, things just got interesting. They try for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. Smith now to throw. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up. Now Smith. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Smith. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Steven Sims, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. He's at the 50. The 30, past the 20, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is up to 15 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And the Washington offense heading out.
What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base. Fresh off the pick six, it's Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Sims. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.